Many know about slavery, but few discuss paper genocide. We did not all come from Africa, and most of us have Aboriginal roots that were stripped away due to reclassification and miseducation. As a native Black American and a member of the Muscogee Creek Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. If you want to learn how to trace your genealogy and apply for tribal citizenship, send an email to mike@keymediapro.com to schedule a consultation.
Well, my whole point on the situation is, for one thing, our ancestors back then, accepted them. They were a lot of them on the Trail of Tears. A lot of them intermarried. They had children. A lot of them are mixed bloods. And it was kind of I guess you'd say, an honor. To be accepted like they was. And to ask them to go use the United States of America, that put us on the Trail of Tears. Let's not forget that. To show proof, to go by their scale of yes, you're an Indian, is a shame. It's a shame. We shouldn't even have that ourselves. Here we are in 2018, and we're still declaring who's a native by their guidelines. By their proof. And here we are. We call ourselves American citizens. I don't, but people call themselves American. They fly the flag at Creek Nation. We don't even know who we're a part of. We don't know who's the enemy and who ain't. And they sure ain't the freedmen. We're trying to tell them who they can be a part of and who they ain't, which our ancestors done said they could be. And we're calling ourselves American citizens, flying a flag above Creek Nation that invaded us and massacred over 100 million of our people. And then they want to say, it's about the veterans. No, 5 of my uncles were veterans, Vietnam. My grandpa was World War I, Korean. That flag ain't got nothing to do with them. That flag, represents 13 colonies. The stripes, the stars are a scoreboard as they took our land and invaded us, and took over us. Now we call ourselves a part of them. And now we want to tell the freedmen they can't be a part of us. We don't even know who we're part of. And we want to use their system of, yes, you're an Indian, to make these freedmen prove who they are. That Dawes Rose means nothing to me. It's just a number, just like the Holocaust. They put it on their card. We wear ours in their back pocket. I don't. I buried mine in my backyard. I'd have burned it, but I might get some free cheese one day, so I might go excavate it. Otherwise, I'd have burned it. But it's just a joke. But to me, I talked to some of the freedmen, and I thought, why you even want to be a part of Creek Nation? Yeah, you're free. It means nothing. It's a Holocaust number. Is what it was in the beginning. Now we're still today using that and we got to look some of them are mixed blood. And you can tell they are. And we're going to look them in the face and tell them, Whooper DC said you ain't. I know you are, but they got paper over there that says you ain't. They can't prove it. So we're gonna just go ahead and just turn our back on you. That's not our way. That's not the Creek way. One day we got to meet the ancestors, the one that we know is Creek, and you're gonna face them, and you go a card out. They're gonna slap it out of your hand. Did what you got. You ain't got a heart. Talking about want to prove who you are by blood. That ain't about blood. That's by ink. That's Creek by ink. Put that Creek by blood. That's Creek by ink. By their ink, their paper. And that's a shame that we're going to use that. That sets precedence that we acknowledge that they decide who we are.
And it's great of him to point out the hypocrisy, because a lot of these card-carrying Native Americans living on the reservation, they still pledge an allegiance to their opposition's flag. I've been a part of psychedelic indigenous ceremonies, peyote, wachuma, and they got an agreement with the U.S. government that after every Native American song they sing on the water drum, they have to sing a European song. I was confused. We was in the TP and ceremony for 12 hours. I said, whoa, why do they keep throwing in these European jingles? Oh, because in order for us to have a license to harvest our sacred herb, the U.S. government forces us to be a Native American church, and we have to infuse it with European customs. I said, damn, y'all buck broken like a bitch, ain't you?
But we're so wrapped up in brainwashed. Like I say, we don't even know who we are. We got an American flag up there. It was flown over 100 million of our ancestors when they was murdered. Trail of Tears, same flag. And we pledge allegiance here, I heard, during the oak tree. The last one had a pledge of allegiance. Here, right here on this land, right here where we came out in Trail of Tears. That's how mixed up we are. That's how brainwashed we are. That's who we are. I guess if you lose your card, you ain't Indian until you get back $5 and get down there and get you a new one. I guess you ain't Indian for that drive, whatever it takes. How you lose it? You got laminate, sacred laminate, sacred card. What it is, what if we went to the old way? What if we said, okay, you got to have scratches. Here's my card right there, scratches, those scratches. The scratches from ceremonies. Not that card. But so many people now today, they flash that card around. There's my Indian, look right here. They're Indian. They got to reach back here, to to show everyone that they're Indian, and that's where we're lost at, you know. And to me, it's just a shame that we want to go back to that. It's kind of like going back in the civil rights days. You know, we witnessed this. You know, at the beginning, we were savages killing us. You know, we didn't want to be a part of them. You know, we put us off in the reservations and everywhere else. You know, and now and then the civil rights, that era, it's like that's what we're doing now. You know, it's kind of like we're too good. I mean, I don't know if that's what you want to call it, but is it because of the cheese? Is it the cheese? You know, I don't know. I guess it's the cheese. You know, I don't see no problem with them. You know, putting them on the road, give them something. You know, it don't matter. I guess we're fighting over cheese today. But at the end of the day, you know, it don't look good. You know, it don't look good on you know, to our children. That you know, to turn your backs on them. You know, that they're not good enough. Let's look past the laminate. Look past that number. You know, we got too many numbers anyway. We got roll numbers, chart numbers, social security numbers, phone numbers, lotto numbers. You know, deal numbers. But you know, just gotta look past that laminate and look at who we are as humans, as people. You know, we're all brothers and sisters. You know, and look past that laminate and let them be a part of us. You know, they are a part of it through the Creator, but we've forgotten that. And I guess it's about the casino. Ever since the casinos and money come involved, now you got tribes all over this country right now kicking out members. You ain't enough. You ain't enough. You know, it's because you don't want to share enough. You know, and it just goes back to just like our quarter. You got to be a quarter to run for council. And now they're worried about them going to run. You know, and I ain't even thought about that yet. I haven't even thought about, you know, to let them run, you know, this, that. You know, there could be no negotiations, you know. It ain't just a flat deal, you know. And but we're already prejudiced against our own people. You know, divide and conquer, we divide and conquer ourselves now. That's how good they are at divide and conquering us, that now we use their system to divide ourselves with people we know are our family. That might be Chief Floyd's cousin. He's going to tell him he ain't Greek because America said he ain't, you know, knowing he is. You know, that's a divide and conquer tactic. And they're good at it. And they're real good at it. We do it now to ourselves. And that's a shame. You know, that's a shame. Just like the quarter deal. You know, I can't even run for council. But yet I'm a council member of Ojibwa. The Ojibwa Hickory Ground. They don't even ask for your card. They don't ask for how much you are. You know, it's kind of I can run for senator. I can run for president. America treats me better. But I'm 4 different tribes, so I'm not a quarter of Creek. But yet America, I can run for senator and president. They treat me with more respect than my own tribe does. You know, you got to be a quarter. It's about making money up there. You know, they have got to the point where they think it's about culture up there. It ain't got nothing to do with culture up there.
Yeah, guys, you don't understand the infighting that goes on the reservation. It's like Game of Thrones on the reservation. They taking each other out, kicking Indians off of the reservation. You're not a part of the tribe no more. Guys, they say with the Creek Nation, you just have to have an ancestor, lineal ancestor, that has any amount of Indian blood, any amount. But still, black folks can't get in because they didn't record any amount for the freedmen, right? But let's look at tribes who have casinos. If it's a tribe with a casino, they say you have to have a certain amount of Indian blood. You have to have a full-blooded Indian grandparent type shit. So whenever it's money involved, they start getting real shady.
That's a money-making place. Culture's down to grounds, ceremonial grounds. If you're talking about culture there, you're wrong. The mound, don't let that mound fool you. It's fake, you know. And I'd rather have, you know, 12 Africans or whatever, Indonesians, anybody. As long as grandma's got a brand new pair of Jordans on, full tank of propane, a ride to the grocery store, a ride to healthcare, I'm good. Rather than have 12, you know, quarter bloods over there and grandma ain't got no shit.
They don't want you to remember this. You not no slave, you indigenous. Fuck how they painted them Indians. You went to war with the French and the British men. Quite frankly, you was kings, Merovingians. They took the women and men, made them prisoners. Raised up the children to worship their images. Set up a lab to the genes and they mixed them. And this shit get way deeper than your pigment. What